I just explained everything I'm doing right now, and then I looked at my email, and I don't want to bother editing the video. So that video is just gone. Basically, my brother has our prototype, and our prototype isn't done, and the plane leaves in, it was 20 hours, now it's 19 hours. I need to rebuild our old project, and build a new product if possible, with parts for one project. Hi, I'm Mark Watney's Despairing Sense of Irony. Fortunately, he didn't take the phone that I need to program this. He returned that, which is really good, because this is absolutely essential. So, first things first, and that's to get the old system running. So to do that, I need to find the Git file for it and reassemble it. Now, because I don't have the hard-to-use parts and only have the easy-to-use parts, I'm going to have to build this with the easy-to-use parts. I'm okay with that, because hard-to-use parts are a serious pain. So, let's take a look at hard-to-use parts. I've got a fun Arduino. So, fun Arduinos are big. They're relatively expensive at like $30. But they're and they're power hungry, and it's hard to hook up a battery to them. Well, you can't hook up a battery to them, but they're power hungry and expensive and big. But they are super easy to program. And right now, it's the only thing I have that I have the remotest chance of succeeding in programming before we leave. So I'm using this. I'm also going to hook it up to the current existing software, just to make sure that I have everything hooked up when I hook it up. So that requires... Hey, I don't know where these screws went. I'm just going to leave it there. And that requires a Bluetooth chip and an accelerometer. You don't need the power supply. And I really wanted to show you guys what this really cool thing that I've been building is. But that's not going to happen. At least not right now. At least not until Rick Robert. And I'm not 100% sure that he has it or it's ADAS, but probabilistically, it's at one of them. Alrighty, so let's open up GitHub. Okay, Tourette's Android, I'm not creating this yet. I'm just going to load the existing software onto this thing. So, first things first, before even doing anything fun or anything interesting, I am just going to open up the IDE, open up my existing file, and load that software onto it. Really simple. Oh, I so hope that the old software is saved in Git. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. I've been doing this for a while, so I better be fast at it by now. So, tools, port, Uno. Easy thing is easy. Good, compile it. Next, hook up the wiring. Next, hook up the wiring to make sure that works, and then load the old software. In that order. Okay, good. It doesn't detect the Bluetooth. That's because the Bluetooth is not hooked up yet. Bluetooth? No. Accelerometer? Bluetooth. Alrighty, let's go back to this. Unplug. Kill. Hook up. Bluefruit hookups. Bluefruit hookups. I don't know if I'd suggest using the Bluefruit device. Excuse me. It's hard, but I don't know if that's just necessary, and I don't know if that's just because I don't understand it very well. So, yeah, do your research if you can, if you have time. Merg. Wires. These wires with the sharp part sticking out and the holders are wonderful. So if you're doing any electronic prototyping, get some. Don't use like real wire. It's a pain. It's not worth it. So I'm going to want to time this so we can sleep on the flight. I should probably look up when the actual interview is. alrighty. So, man, I don't need to hook up battery power. This is so nice. I can program it directly via USB. This is so nice. Alrighty. 9. No. Really only takes 7 pins, I guess. Alrighty, so 11's MOSI. I need a lamp. So, I learned about a new place today. I bought a Switch there. They have a vending machine for electronics parts. In here, I also got a new soldering board, just for good measure. In that place, that place is like the Metrix Makerspace in Capitol Hill. They've got a bunch of couches. It's really dingy. And they have a vending machine full of electronic parts, along with a guy who can sell you electronic parts, and sold me the Switch for like $3, which, or that might have just been tax. I don't know how much the Switch actually cost. And I wanted to solder the Switch onto a prototype, so I don't have to keep plugging and unplugging this ridiculously hard to unplug battery in. But I don't have a prototype, so I'm not going to do that right now. Alrighty. So, back to this. Plugging in wires. Let's plug in. I need a screw. Okay, I need a nut. Or a bolt, technically. Good. Now, I want another bolt and another nut. I'm probably not going to get them. I need to stop by the hardware store just to get some bolts and nuts for this thing. Oh, hey, here's another accelerometer. Which one do I actually want? That's the 337. Oh, I may not have the actual one that I've been using. So I may have to use a new type of accelerometer for this and figure out how to get that working. First things first, though. But these are, as long as these are analog, it'll be really easy. God, I hope these are analog. 14-bit. No. 3-axis, 200 Gs. Drat! Okay, so in order to get this thing working, I'm going to need the accelerometer. But we only have one, and it's soldered into the other one. Gyroscope. Digital accelerometer. Please, oh please, oh please, don't tell me I have to figure out how to program a digital accelerometer in addition to building this other stuff tonight. Please. Looks like I need to figure out how to program a digital accelerometer in addition to this other stuff tonight, unless I want a 300G system. Drat. Drat! Fuck you, Matthew, for making me do this. And I know I can say that because I know you don't watch the videos right now. And even if you do, you'll understand why I'm saying it, so it's okay. Well, at least these are pretty straightforward to operate. Or at least they should be. And at least I have bigger problems to deal with right now anyway. Like getting this, checking that this Bluetooth module actually works. So right now I have one screw and one nut, which is a lot better than nothing. And that's really nice. Because having something that's a lot better than nothing is really, having something is really, really nice. So I'm super happy that I can attach this. Oh, hey, I found another bolt, so if I get another nut, I can finish attaching this thing. Maybe I can use some tape. electrical tape is never worthwhile, but masking tape has been so incredibly useful. Still, I know nobody's watching. So once we get there, we're going to ask. This probably won't short anything. Once we get there, we're going to ask if we can videotape the interview. And that might actually be really cool. So I hope they say yes. I'm betting that they'll say no. So, but we'll ask, and we'll see. Mosi, 11. Mosi, 11. Okay. Why am I starting just at a random one? Oh, because there. Miso, 12. Well, don't use the same color and adjacent ports. Miso, 12. I should set up the power rails now. This is a 5-volt powering system. Note to whoever's watching this, use a 3.3 volt powering system instead. Because a few things. First of all, batteries always work on 3.3 volts. But more importantly, it just seems really standard. It's really easy to bring a voltage downward. It's not so easy to bring it upward. So yeah, I think if I was doing this again, I'd do stuff all with 3.3 volts. Alrighty. 5 volt and ground. I'm going to use black for ground and red for 5 volts. Red, 5 volts, go right there. Black for ground, go right there. Black for ground, go right here. Red for 5 volts, go right here. So my mom is an elementary school librarian, and one thing she's running is a LEGO Mindstorms robotic lab for her kids, her students. And one of them ran, and one team of their students just kind of misbehaved, took apart the robot, and couldn't figure out how to put it back together because it's LEGO. So now she had to, take it home and put it back together. And I'm like, you're complaining about putting back together a LEGO robot? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, fair enough. Can't argue with you. Your mom. And I'm like, just take a look at what I'm doing. So there's that. Alrighty. Check. Check. So notice stuff doesn't really freak me out when there's nothing I can do about it. And it doesn't involve people yelling at me. Yeah. I don't know where a prototype is. But it'll probably be okay. And I can still build something. And I need to build this thing anyway. So, that's fine. But if someone's complaining to me and telling me all this stuff, saying, hey, I lost a prototype and you have to deal with it, that I don't like. But this is okay, and it's kind of my own mistake anyway. It's totally my own mistake for not remembering. It's Matthew's mistake for not remembering to give it to me, or potentially losing it, but it's my mistake for not checking that when we rendezvoused. So, yeah. Alrighty, one more wire. CS. CS goes to port 8. Don't use the same color in adjacent ports. CS goes to port 8. Right there. Nothing uses port 7. I'm going to need to, this I changed to switch over to the Pro Trinket. So I'm going to need to change this back when I remember to change the wiring back when I GitHub reset this. Now you're supposed to detect this. This is plugged in. You're supposed to detect it. So now, please detect it. Ready, please? Arduino Uno programmer, same as usual. Load. Oh, that's better. Now let's check that you're outputting the proper response. Yay! Bluetooth is not shorted out. First catastrophic problem averted. Alrighty, Android app. I'm not changing this. I am going to be reverting the other one. So, I Yeah, I think this is okay. So, I recently showed my friend who's in data science how to use Vim. Because she was using Nano, and she's like, they're basically the same. And I'm like, no. And it was really good, because now I converted someone else to Vim. It's like a virus. And it really is really good. So, I need a Tourette's repo. Tourette's Android. I need Tourette's Arduino repo. Yes, it's public, because everything we're doing on this project is public. I wonder how long this video is. This is so ridiculous. I'm disappointed that we didn't get on camera of my brother saying, of me doing
hello,
2 minutes.
Hello. We are leaving for California tomorrow, and just noticed that this thing I've been building. Hey, I haven't shown you what I've been building. I'll be right back.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Where is it? I can't have lost it. I really can't have lost it. Come on. You've got to be kidding me.
Alrighty. It's not quite as funny as I think it is, but, you know, whatever. Alrighty. Remote add origin, such and such. What do you see when you look at this? Goblin, Dresden Kodak, Reddit, Gunnar Craig, Dr. Ninja, whatever. That's good. Git remote set URL origin. Good. Okay, on the unnecessary output. Alt move display.r. This is all stuff for the punching configuration. Norm works properly. That's for punching. That bug is also from punching. 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 Right, it's a really primitive IDE. Oh, this is also technically a different file. My bad. Oh no. I just deleted the most important repo. Wow, I'm an idiot. Wow, this day just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know that hotkey. Oh hey, this might be perfect. Beautiful. I like how the mouse disappears. So it doesn't get in your way when you're using keyboard operations. Now it's important not to plug in the wrong wires. 876. 865. 5 to 6. 5 is currently attached to IRQ. 5 to 7. Alrighty. Good. 11, 12, 13. Good. Let's try uploading this. Come on. Beautiful. What? But it just did with the other software. I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. If I count the number of times I said I love you to machines versus I love you to people, it wouldn't even be close. Alright, are you done uploading? Good. Go back to your homepage now. Okay. Oh. I need to not have access to this. I'm going to shut this off because this was stuff